Procedure 1. Framed pattern cutting. Now that you've given the door window a good inspection and cleaning, it's time to cut your framed door film pattern. Make sure patterns are exact so that film can be installed easily. Spray the outside of the framed door window with solution to make it easy to move the film around. Make a rough cut by cutting a piece of the film from the box. Replace it on the outside of the frameless door window. Make sure the factory edge is on the bottom and the liner is facing you. Anchor the film to the window by spraying the center of the film and squeegee the center. Trim film leaving a 2-inch overlap all around to give yourself extra in case of an error. The method of pattern trim will depend on the vehicle's door frame and gaskets. With older cars, your first trim will have to be to the bottom edge using the rubber gasket as a guide. Then you will have to slide your pattern down over the bottom of the gasket to create a 1/4 inch overlap. With newer cars, like the one here, you can trim the sides and bottom without having to reposition the film because of the way the newer frames are designed. Starting on the largest side, poke your alpha knife through one end to cut from point A to B along the vertical frame in one smooth motion. Then, cut along the bottom frame in one smooth motion. You may have to stop short of the mirror and cut from the other direction. Next, cut from A to B along the vertical rubber gasket near the side view mirror. You can cut bottom up or from the top down depending on your preference, as long as it's one smooth motion. Now we're ready to trim the top edge. Carefully roll the window down 2 to 3 inches to expose the top edge of the glass. Make sure the pattern doesn't shift position by holding the bottom of the film away from the door. Using a new blade, cut the film starting at point A, holding the knife at a 45-degree angle. With a slight pressure against the glass, make a nice consistent cut to point B. Maintain the blade angle from starting point A all the way across to point B. This is crucial to make the edge as straight and consistent as possible. Remove the film from outside of the door window and place the pattern on the trimming glass. Trim off any bad or uneven edges, either freehand or with a straight edge, and round each corner using your finger as a shape guide. Procedure 2. Framed installation. You now have your pattern and the door has been prepped and cleaned. You're ready to install the film on the inside surface of the window. Just prior to installation, do the final cleaning to the complete window. Then roll the window down into installation position and spray with solution one more time. Wipe the top edge with a clean towel and squeegee clean. Go to the trimming glass and peel the film liner back, spraying the adhesive with solution, but don't peel the last 3 inches. This will make it easier to remove the liner and apply the film to the window. Replace the liner on the film to guard against airborne particles. Make sure your hands are clean. Lift the film off the trimming glass and carry the prepared pattern to the car. The window should be lowered 2 to 3 inches. Spray the inside of the door glass with solution. This will enable you to move the film into place. Position yourself behind the door window and apply the film to the inside glass, making sure it's plenty wet when you peel the liner. Leave a 1/16 inch light gap at the top so the film won't catch on the gasket. The other option is to shave the top, which we will cover in a different video. First pass. Mount the film to the glass by squeegeeing out the solution that is under the film. Spray the surface of the film and squeegee, starting at the top center and working out to the edge. Work your way down the window, making sure to overlap with every stroke. Use a hard card or bone tool to tuck the film into the side gasket and mirror gasket, if necessary. Take a clean dry towel and wrap your hard card and bump the top edge well to make sure it's dry and adhered. Roll up the window and peel the remaining liner and spray with solution. Use the bone tool to keep the exposed film from touching the door panel as you tuck the corners into position. Carefully use a hard card or bone tool to tuck the film into the side gaskets and bottom gasket. Spray the surface of the film and squeegee, starting at the center and working out to the edge. Work your way down the window, making sure to overlap with every stroke and work out any fingers that pop up. Second pass. Using the same pattern, apply a second squeegee pass to the window. This time using a paper towel wrapped around the squeegee. Do not spray the film. Third pass. The final pass is done with a towel wrapped around a hard card and should be done all the way to the edge. Do not wet the film. The towel will absorb any moisture that comes out during this pass. Again, remember to overlap every stroke. Procedure 3. Squeegee and hard card passes. Remember, the first squeegee pass is relatively light in pressure and the surface of the film is wet. This helps prevent the film from moving as you squeegee. The second pass is done without wetting the film and with slightly more pressure. The towel is there to provide slip against the film and to absorb moisture coming out of the edges. The hardest pressure is applied during the third pass with the hard card. This final step is important to truly anchor the pressure-sensitive adhesive to remove any final solution. Procedure 4. Frame door window inspection. Once the film is installed, conduct one last inspection to make sure you didn't miss anything and the job was done correctly. Spray the outside of the door window with solution and wipe clean with paper towels. Check for any fingers. Spot dry with a heat gun if necessary on the outside, then push down fingers. Let the film set for 30 minutes before cleaning the inside of the window so that you don't accidentally pull it off. Pop up the rubber gasket with the bone tool, or the slammer if necessary.